so many drones that are out there that are, in that $350 range. And some of them have a lot of cool features. Some of them are pretty minimal. This Holystone HS900 Pro has a couple cool features, and I wanted to show that off today. So, here's video. I was out flying. My buddy landed a little short. So, of course, I had to do some video of him doing the walk of shame back to the field. And then as I was at farm, I found the bravest cat in the world. Most animals hate drones. This cat, I don't know what the deal is with this cat. It's not right in the head. I just went right up on top of him practically, and he just looked at it, could care less. Anyway, pretty cool drone, a lot of neat features. Let me get into it. Stick around. Thanks. Welcome to the shop. I have the Holystone HS900 Pro. Recently did a video on the HS900. This one has a couple extra features. So a couple things that are a little different. Some of them are similar. You have the 249 grams, meaning you don't have to worry about remote ID. It has some intelligent quick shots, but it also has two new features. A dolly zoom and a really interesting way, it's a rotation. I'll show that here in a second. But the updated transmission, you can fly it a lot further away. Obviously, you need to fly line of sight to be legal. And the AI tracking. So again, I think the tracking system that this drone has, very good on being able to highlight an object and track that object. What do you get? Well, you get the awesome standard controller that basically holds almost any phone. Gimbals are right there, they screw on. You have some quick shot capabilities, controlling the gimbal, resetting the gimbal, photographs, recording, things like that, speed controller. Get the drone itself. Use a little rubber band to hold everything together. And unfolds easily. And there you go. You got your 3-axis gimbal, which gives you a super steady shot. I've flown this thing in some pretty heavy winds, and the video turns out excellent. Like I said, 249 grams. The battery, press it, tells you how much is charged. Charging port right there. So on this one, in order to charge the batteries, there is no USB port on it. The way you charge them is by right there. Then you have an SD card. Drone, simple, lightweight. It's got your different sensors on the bottom. It doesn't have obstacle avoidance, but has sensors on the bottom for stability and landing nice and gentle. You have two batteries. I'm surprised at how much flight time I get out of these. 20 minutes of the kind of flying I was doing on each battery, with a lot of photos, a lot of zooming around, but a lot of also just standing still. You have all the cables that you're going to need to connect to your phone, cables for charging, and inside here you have tools, props, screws, all the things that you might need if you bust up a prop. Anyway, fantastic, simple, lightweight, and I really like how small this is. Easy to travel with. Let's go out into the field. We'll get this thing set up. I'll show that to you here right now. While I'm waiting for GPS lock, which seems to take a little bit of time, I do want to point out the lower left corner there. That little radar looking thing gives me a lot of data. It tells me where the drone is pointed, the direction it's going. Where is my controller pointed? Am I maximizing the connectivity through the antennas? And that right there is such a great feature. You can click on that again, it'll go into a satellite map and do a couple things, but that's a huge feature. So as we're waiting on GPS lock, it gives you some cautions. Initially it said, hey, I don't have any GPS or enough to really do any flying with GPS features, but I have enough to fly with the optical flow sensor. Now we're in weak GPS mode, and once we get to 14, now we have a great lock. We can do all kinds of stuff and reliably feel confident that if there's a problem, we can return to home and land right where we want to land. Once we get GPS lock, I always go into settings in that upper right corner there and go into calibration and basically do what it tells you to do. In this case, we're calibrating the compass, and so we're spinning it around, and then we're going to put it on the ground. We're going to then calibrate the gyro. You can also calibrate the gimbal, and just so it recenters and works properly. A lot of good features on that. It's quick, it's simple, it's easy, menu driven. One of the features, the quick shot features I really want to check out was something called Dolly Zoom. I had no idea what it was, but it basically is going to optically zoom in. It like centers on you or whatever's in front of the camera, and then does something odd with zooming and aperture. It's a weird feature. I think it's kind of a cool thing. Let me go into some examples here and show you what it does. And this is the view that, the screen recording off of my screen. And then I'll show you what it looks like, without all the graphic, without the screen, the actual footage on it. So I'm going to click start, and it does that kind of weird little thing. So let me show you what it looks like from the camera itself. This is the Dolly Zoom in action. I'll do it twice here, 2 different times, and kind of a neat effect. One of the other features is rotate, which is on the same quick shot. And basically what it's going to do, it's going to fly for about 150 meters straight and forward, and the camera is going to rotate in a 360 degrees. So check this out. I really like those camera features that this does. Not sure how I'm going to use it yet, but I'll figure that out and put that in a video somewhere. The next is the smart follow mode, which basically you're going to draw a box around something. I'm going to draw a box around myself, and it's going to come up and basically allow me to have 2 ways of doing it. I could follow or go parallel, but there's a caveat. You got to be 17 feet high, and the angle of the camera needs to be more than 10 degrees. So I'm going to move a little closer, tilt my camera. I'm going to go up a little bit, make some adjustments, and then I'm going to click follow, and I'm going to hand my controller to my buddy. So you can see it is tracking me. It is not tracking the controller. And as I'm moving around, it's just following wherever I walk. Very neat feature. I've always liked it, and this drone does it very, very well. The next mode is parallel. So my buddy Earl is walking away there, drew a box around him, and I hit parallel. And then I had to yell at him to walk around to actually show what it's doing. But you'll see how it's not actually following him, it's moving parallel. So as he moves closer, it moves back. So it is going to stay at that distance as he walks around. Another pretty cool feature. Of course, this drone has the cool features of doing the circle around an object. And again, it works similar to the other thing. You draw a box around it, hit circle, and it rotates around. Same thing with the catapult and all these other features. It has some intelligence wrapped around it, and it works exceptionally well. I always test out the return to home and see how accurate it is. And it's always gives some really neat footage as well as it's coming in, especially at our airfield or wherever. But anyway, so the return to home feature works fantastic. Whether you're low on battery, it loses connection, or you hit the button to return to home, it climbs to the height that you've defined, and then it comes home and lands nice and safe and sound. And it comes in it's typically just a couple feet away from where it has identified as home. It's pretty darn accurate. Like I said in the beginning, that there are so many drones out there, and going through, and I've had a lot of them and reviewed a lot. The features that the Holystone has, this particular one, the HS900 Pro, it just ticks all the boxes. You want something that has some range, which this does. I've taken it out, and it's excellent range. Camera quality is paramount, and with the 3-axis gimbal, it's outstanding. The quick features are the quick shot features. We're tracking parallel and follow, as well as those two new things they did with the dolly zoom and the rotate. Got to figure out how to incorporate some of that in my airplane videos, but I plan to do that. So all in all, and it's lightweight, no remote ID required, camera quality good. I mean, everything about it has been very successful. I've flown the heck out of this thing since I got it, and it has been rock solid. All the features and functions, very, very good. Very happy with it. Anyway, so hey, look, if you're interested in the drone, there's a link in the description below. If you have specific questions, love to hear about it. And if you like this video, hit like. And if you want to see my next drone video that comes out, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Have a great one.